This is a video about Yeoreum. Hello everyone, I'm Yourkpopdeen, and that's right, today we're diving into the journey of WJSN main dancer, Yeoreum, and the impact she had on my life. However, before we get to talking about Yeoreum, we need to talk about Queendom 2. What is it and why is it so important? Queendom 2 was a K-pop competition show that had 6 ambitious groups competing across 4 rounds fighting for the title of Queen. The 6 groups competing were Brave Girls, a veteran girl group enjoying a surprise resurgence. Vivis, a 3-member group featuring members from the massively popular G-Friend. Kepler, a rookie girl group from a survival show. Luna, a 12-member powerhouse group. Hyolyn, a legendary soloist from Sistar. And lastly, WJSN, also known as Cosmic Girls, a 9-member Starship Entertainment group who just happens to have a main dancer named Yeoreum. The show starts off with the groups gathering in this really cool chess-themed room for the competition. As the groups interact, we get moments like the youngest group, Kepler, feeling nervous about others possibly not knowing them. Luna then does the dance to Kepler's debut song, Wa Da Da. It's pretty heartwarming to see how kind everyone is despite this being a competition. Also, when Hyolyn is about to enter the room, Dayoung of WJSN runs over and cleans off her seat, which is a funny moment, but it also shows how much respect everyone has for Hyolyn in the K-pop industry. Taeyeon of Girls' Generation then enters the room, and the girls are excited to see her because she is a legend in the K-pop world. A lot of them looked up to her growing up. She's hosting the show alongside Lee Youngjin. Taeyeon explains that stakes are high because the group with the most votes at the end of the competition will receive a comeback show, which promotes the group and their new album. For a group like WJSN who is desperate for more recognition, this is a can't-miss opportunity. Now we move on to round 1. The groups will be performing their signature songs. A live audience will then vote for their favorite performance. WJSN decides that they will perform last. But in a funny moment, their leader Exy accidentally puts their nameplate upside down for a second, which still makes me laugh even while writing this. The next day, WJSN meets to decide what song they should perform. Sola expresses that they have great songs, but they aren't widely recognized as other groups on the show. She wants people to acknowledge their music as she feels like they've hit a wall recently in terms of recognition. They decide to sing their song, As You Wish. It's a song with an upbeat, dreamlike concept. The centerpiece of this performance is an hourglass, which they will turn over multiple times, depicting a battle between good and evil. Unfortunately, eunseo gets sick, and she is to practice separately. The mood shifts and everyone is pretty down about it. But their leader Exy stays confident and shows her belief in eunseo. She also stays later to film the choreography and explain key details of the dance to her. Despite eunseo not being at full strength, she pushes through and she trains hard. It's clear how much she cares about her team and she doesn't want to let them down. Fortunately, eunseo is able to rejoin her group, and they are more motivated than ever. The girls don't want to feel like their 6 years as a group was wasted. They want to stand out and shine, because they know an opportunity like this may never come again. After all of that intense training, it's time for WJSN to perform in the first round. Sola starts off the performance strong with the hourglass prop. And then we get this dance break. It's got Yeoreum at the center looking very fierce. Just watch this. Amazing. And it ends with a final chorus that has the girls rising to the sky. I loved this performance. It was dramatic and graceful. Wait, hold on. Something's off. Eunseo is crying. So were the other girls. What just happened? Oh no. During their performance, the hourglass dropped and shattered, which hurt the story they were trying to tell. Also, the sand spilled on the stage, which made it hard for the girls to dance too. Every member is clearly down about what happened, but one person is taking it really bad. It's the main dancer. It's Yeoreum.
잘했어, 진짜 멋있었어. 잘했어.
She's devastated about what happened. She says because of the sand on the stage, she only got to dance at about 60% of her ability. Yeoreum is frustrated that she couldn't show her full potential as a dancer. It feels like this, coupled with the pressure that it might be WJSN Yeoreum's last chance for recognition, is really weighing on them. However, to their surprise, WJSN Yeoreum finishes second place despite the hourglass mishap. They are grateful, but deep down, some doubt is still lingering in Yeoreum's mind. It's time for the fan favorite, the cover song round, which will have the groups singing each other's songs. The girls meet to prepare for the second round. They are determined to not make any mistakes like before. When groups brainstorm for their performances on this show, they usually make presentations. I've seen a lot of K-pop competition shows, so I'm used to this. But this one really shocked me. You ain't ready for this. Vocalist Soobin comes through in the clutch with an amazing presentation. You can see that she put a lot of work into it, like it's really good. I see you, Soobin. Represent. They debate on which song to choose, and they decide on Navilera by G-Friend. It's an upbeat song with a nostalgic concept. They want to rearrange it and put a new spin on it. The leader, Exi, tells the group that she has a surprise for them, to which they are excited. That is, until she brings out the hourglass from the first round. They're not so excited anymore. Sola, in particular, ain't having it one bit. She asks Exi repeatedly why she brought it, to which they have a good laugh. Beyond it being a funny joke, Exi said that she brought the hourglass as a reminder. She wants them to remember the sadness from the first round and take it as an opportunity to begin again. Eunseo sums it up well by saying, "Let's change this crisis into a new opportunity." Before they practice, however, it's time to play Queen Spoiler. It's a minigame in which they can see a snippet of another group's choreography to gain an advantage. Two members will spin around 15 times and try to hit the bullseye on a chart to determine how long the snippet of choreography will be. Exi steps up with confidence, but she misses, and everyone laughs, except for Eunseo, whose reaction is, let's just say, intense. I love it. Exi even tries to slide her finger over to the bullseye after missing it. Like, girl, they have cameras everywhere and the ink on your finger is leaving a smudge. They're gonna find out. Next up, Soobin, queen of the presentations, gives it a shot and hits the bullseye straight on. She also does this cute waddle forward, which her members can't get enough of. The group gathers in the practice room and looks at their props. The shattered hourglass from the first round is recreated as a new prop. It's left broken on purpose, showing their willingness to remember the past, but keep moving forward regardless. As they practice, Joohun and Hyungwon of Monster X show up. They bring food for the girls to support them despite their busy schedule. Regarding the broken hourglass in round 1, Hyungwon says mistakes may happen, but if you show the viewers how hard you're working, it doesn't matter, which is a nice way of comforting them. Exi asks if they can watch a recording of their practice and critique it. Joohun says Yeoreum's solo isn't captivating. He challenges Yeoreum to do better, to go beyond what she thinks she's capable of, to wow the audience. The way Yeoreum just willingly accepts that is pretty cool. You can see how dedicated she is to do well. Although, despite her determination, she is still discouraged from the first round and how she wasn't able to go full out. Yeoreum opens up to Hyungwon and Juwon and explains that despite being Woojisun Yeol's main dancer, she never truly had a moment in the spotlight as an individual. They tell her that she has to take advantage of this opportunity because who knows when it might happen again. Hyungwon then coaches Yeoreum on this knee spin drop move. Yeoreum struggles with the move. Floor work isn't her strength, but she keeps pushing herself to master it. This was the moment I became a fan of Yeoreum. Her work ethic is amazing. It's evident how much this dance solo means to her. She says,
이 기회에 우주소녀의 여름이라는 친구가 춤을 이만큼 출 수 있구나, 잘 추는구나 라는 걸 좀 각인시켜드리고 싶어요.
They as a group train really hard for this round. They are determined to not let this chance pass them by. Taeyoung kicks off round 2 and the pressure is on. Special guests from past survival shows Road to Kingdom, the original Queendom, and Kingdom Legendary War are in attendance. These groups have set the bar high, which makes Woojisun Yeol even more determined to prove themselves. Alright, it's time for the moment of truth. It's time for Woojisun Yeol's performance of Navilera. The performance begins, and it's amazing. The vocals are clear and powerful, the choreography is in sync, and the butterfly visuals in the background tie in perfectly to the song's title, Navilera, which means like a butterfly. And as for their main vocalist, Yeonjung, well, I'll just let you listen. Man, Yeonjung, you didn't have to go off that much. Sheesh. And after her high note comes the moment that we've all been waiting for.
잘했어요. 진짜 멋있었어. 잘했어.
Wow, just wow. Remember that knee spin that gave her so much trouble before? She nails that move. And just look at the other girl's reaction. I can't help but be proud of her. Her hard work really paid off. You know you're going off when Heejin of Luna, an amazing dancer in her own right, is amazed. Back in the waiting room, the mood is upbeat. Sola and Yeonjung laugh and say that at least they aren't crying this time, which is a nice nod to how far they have come since the first round. As eunseo perfectly put it, they turn this crisis into a new opportunity. In K-pop, artists often have very little say in their performances. Everything from the concept, song, and choreography is chosen for them, which sometimes limits the group and members from shining. Yeoreum says that she felt discouraged in the past because she never had the chance to challenge herself with advanced moves, but this solo gave her the opportunity to do just that, and she shined. Yeoreum caps off the moment nicely by saying this.
우주소녀의 메인 댄서는 이여름이다라는 것을 보여준 것 같아서 속이 진짜 많이 후련해요.
Up to this point, I didn't really know about Woojisun Yeol or Yeoreum. However, seeing how hard Yeoreum worked for her group really inspired me. Woojisun Yeol finishes third place in round 2, and the round ends. But as one chapter closes, another is about to open. One that is going to bring an even bigger opportunity for Yeoreum and for someone else too. Here we go, buckle up, because it's time for round 3. This round is divided into 2 parts, a unit round and a group round. Since Yeoreum plays a major role in the unit round, that's where we will focus. In the unit round, each group will send members to form a vocal unit and a dance unit with one other group. They will then perform against other groups and compete for first place with original songs. Woojisun Yeol meets together to decide who should go to each unit. Soobin and Yeonjung decide to be part of the vocalist unit. Dayoung insists that Yeoreum should do the dance battle no matter what, and the entire group agrees without hesitation. They clearly trust her a lot. However, they decide it would be smart to send someone with her, so they send eunseo, who, by the way, is quickly becoming one of my favorites, and you'll see soon why. Now, to form the unit teams, we are taking a field trip to Hongchun for the Queendom group workshop, and this villa that it's at, incredible. It's got huge rooms, a cozy atmosphere, and the scenery is beautiful. It makes for a peaceful place to focus and train. The girls meet in this nice little living room and wait for everyone to arrive. Yeoreum and eunseo show up, and eunseo is full of energy, like usual. The girls then preview songs for this round. After this, they head out and go to areas designated for each song. Yeoreum and eunseo debate on what song they should choose, and they decide on Kaboom. It's a bold, energetic dance number, which is way different than their usual dreamy concepts. They team up with K-pop veteran Hyolyn, completing their unit. They are excited to perform with each other for the first time. Hyolyn tells Yeoreum and eunseo that she wants them to show something different from Woojusonyeol's identity. She wants them to break free from that and do what they want. The girls then decide on the name X-it, X being a prefix, meaning in the past, and it meaning a thing or object. The word can also be read as the word exit, referring to how they are exiting and leaving things in the past and creating a new thing. Hyolyn isn't just in a group with Yeoreum and eunseo, she is also competing in the vocal unit. Despite her packed schedule, she makes time to think of her new teammates. And get this, before she leaves, she brings them this giant prop of herself so they wouldn't feel lonely. Hyolyn is a national treasure. A special guest shows up as they practice. It's La Chica, one of my favorite dancing crews from Street Woman Fighter. It turns out they choreographed Kaboom, and now they're here to help Hyolyn, eunseo, and Yeoreum bring their vision to life. Gabby, the leader of La Chica, is excited to see Hyolyn push past her comfort zone because she doesn't usually dance to songs like this. Gabby also notices Yeoreum's ability to pick up choreography fast. She is then further impressed at the effort eunseo has put into learning the dance moves from the video. Eunseo is flustered by the compliments and she hides behind Yeoreum, giving us this funny reaction from her. Never change, eunseo, never change. As nightfall comes, it's time for the Queen's dinner. The members who aren't performing prepare to serve food to their competitors and team members to motivate them. Meanwhile, we head over to the decoration team, and we get this hilarious moment where Dayoung climbs onto Yuna from Brave Girls' back to hang a banner. They struggle until Yuna points out there are chairs over there we can use, which cracks me up every time. All of the girls enjoy the food, and it's nice to see how they're becoming like a giant family. Speaking of that food, it looks delicious. I wish I was there to try it. And judging by the reactions, it tastes pretty good too. Eunji at Brave Girls even gives the chef not 1, not 2, but 3 thumbs up. After dinner, it's back to work. The girls gather for an interim check, where they will showcase their progress from today's training. Lee Young-jin hosts the event. Now it's time for Yeoreum, Hyolyn, and eunseo, known as Exit, to take the stage and show the other girls what they have so far. Before they perform, Hyolyn reflects on their training. She says that she had a lot of fun and credits Yeoreum for keeping them on track when they would get carried away. Which I definitely believed happened, because when you put this girl and this girl in a group, they might get carried away. Seeing Hyolyn enjoy being part of a group again after being a soloist for a while is very refreshing. The girls dance and it's a lot of fun watching them. Eunseo's facial expressions are great and her energy is on another level. I never realized how upbeat and energetic she is until making this video. Hikaru of Kepler chimes in saying that she enjoyed how much fun they were having on stage. It made her happy just watching. That's one of the best parts of this show, seeing these girls enjoy themselves and support each other. Then it's time for a break. All of the groups cast votes for the prettiest member, and the winner is Woojusonyeol's very own Sola. Everyone cheers her on, and she is very grateful for their kindness. That's not all though. Sola gets this glowing halo effect that appears whenever she's on screen as a reward, which is pretty funny. As the Queendom workshop comes to a close, the girls gather around a bonfire and reflect on their journey so far on the show. In the world of K-pop, making friends outside of your own group is rare because everyone's schedule is so packed. But this show has given them an opportunity to connect in ways they've never expected. It's honestly very heartwarming to watch. As the night ends, they take a group photo, one that shows their beautiful newfound bond with each other. As the girls of Exit go back to train, Hyolyn joins them at Starship Entertainment, where she got her start as a performer. Hyolyn tells them that for the performance, she wants them to be villains, but not like the usual ones that steal money. She wants them to steal the audience's hearts instead. It's clear that Hyolyn has put a lot of effort into her ideas, and we can see that Yeoreum is grateful for that. Hyolyn's vision is to transform the group into bold and cool villains. She wants the audience to be in awe of Yeoreum and Eunseo's transformation. As they practice, La Chica drops in again to check their progress. They remind Yeoreum and Eunseo that they need to be charismatic villains, fierce and cool. They shouldn't be graceful how they are with WJSN Yeoreum. They need to break the mold. Eunseo comments that it's funny because they are being asked to run at each other in a bold way, but they usually run in their music videos like this. They are both motivated to take the challenge head on. Gabby says that she's confident that people will see them in a different light. Afterwards, the girls go out to dinner to celebrate their progress. Eunseo asks Hyolyn how she endures the hardships the competition shows, because she's done them before. She tells them that it's hard, but it's also rewarding. She likes to track her progress, saying that nothing advances her more than competition. Hyolyn gives some good insight. She says, "It may seem like you're competing against others, but it's really a battle against yourself." And as a guy who recently got into dance battles, I completely agree with that. Hyolyn then surprises them with gifts, the biggest being her favorite perfume set. It's a touching moment in which they don't just feel like team members, but like sisters. Yeoreum and Eunseo return the favor by bringing her toys for her pet cats, which is very thoughtful. Hyolyn loves the gifts and then pretends to be a cat and plays with the toy, which will never not be funny. Alright, after days of intense training, it's time. The stage is set, anticipation is in the air, and the audience is on the edge of their seat. Yeoreum and Eunseo are clearly nervous, but Hyolyn gives them one last encouragement, which helps them focus. Yeoreum says that she's going to put everything into this opportunity and not take anything for granted. Eunseo adds that she wants to show everyone that she can stand tall as a dancer of WJSN Yeoreum. Hyolyn says that she hopes that everyone's talent shines through and makes an unforgettable performance. As the music drops, the girls put on an amazing performance. Their moves are sharp and crisp, and their flawless teamwork during the partner sections really show how much work they put in. Hyolyn's charisma really fills up the stage, and her experience as a performer is evident, and it makes her very valuable to this group. The lyrics take on a powerful meaning as Yeoreum raps a line that goes, "Do you want me to just be a doll smiling in a box?" She's declaring that she refuses to fit into the mold that the world has set for her. It lines up well with how the group is pushing themselves to grow. When Hyolyn says, it really highlights the desire to be themselves, regardless of what anyone says about them. And just when I thought it couldn't get any more grand, the girls put on ski masks, each one of a different color, representing their individuality and unity as a group. As they transform into cool villains, they launch into a final dance break that is electric, fierce, and spectacular. Sinbi Aviviz watches on with admiration for Yeoreum. It really shows their friendship and respect that she has for her. As they exit the stage, Yeoreum cries, but this time, these aren't tears of sadness, they're tears of joy. She says, "When we put on the mask at the end, I made eye contact with Hyolyn and Eunseo, and I was so happy to be dancing with them. I think that's why I got teary-eyed. I'm so proud of what we did today." It's clear how much this means to her. Eunseo can't help but smile as she looks at Yeoreum and Hyolyn, saying that she will never forget performing with them. Hyolyn thanks them for their hard work and dedication. They built something beautiful here, not just a performance, but a new friendship that will last long after the show ends. As Eunseo and Yeoreum return to their group, the sight of them cheering them on as they sing the lyrics of Kaboom together is very touching. This reminds me that at the end of the day, Yeoreum and eunseo were not just performing for themselves and Hyolyn, but for their group WJSN, these same girls who had been by their side for 6 years, and had been fighting alongside them in this competition. They really represented for all of them today. Eunseo and Yeoreum accomplished their goal of showing a bolder side of themselves that they weren't able to show before, and I'm proud of them. This feels like a good point to wrap up the video at because this is the last moment we really see focused on Yeoreum. I won't spoil how the show ends for Yeoreum and WJSN in case you want to watch the show for yourself. Yeoreum's journey on the show has been inspiring to say the least. In the beginning, she doubted herself because of that mistake in the first round, and this added to her frustration in not being able to show her true potential as the main dancer of her group. However, through all of that, through the self-doubt, through the disappointment, through the tears, Yeoreum didn't give up. She continued to fight. She fought not only to prove to herself that she could do it, but she also fought for her group, her sisters in WJSN. Yeoreum shows that no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up. Like Yeoreum, I'm a dancer as well. I come up with my own choreography to K-pop songs, and recently I've gotten into dance battles. Much like Yeoreum practicing that knee spin move over and over in the second round, it can get frustrating at times because of how difficult it becomes and how much time it takes. But much like Yeoreum, when it comes to my training, I persevere, not just for myself, but for everyone who supports me. I want to, like Yeoreum, see how far I can push myself and keep growing, and I hope I can encourage you to do the same. As we reach the end of this journey, I want to take a moment to reflect on the lyrics from Yeoreum's performance of Kaboom and how they are a reflection of what she's been through to this point. Stay strong. Stand strong. Even if you're broken, get up. Like a flame burning in a large pile of ashes that reaches high into the sky. Go, 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 go. These lyrics are a call to all of us to keep pushing forward no matter the obstacles, to never give up, because that's exactly what Yeoreum did. She faced her challenges head on, and she ended up leaving a huge impact on the audience, on her group members, and on me. So yeah, that's her. That's WJSN's main dancer, Yeoreum. And I'm glad to have witnessed her journey. Thank you so much for watching this video. Yeoreum means a lot to me, and I hope that her journey could inspire you to go after your goals as well, and to not give up on whatever you're working towards. Thanks again for all of your support. I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace.